gorgeous people. So it's Suze from Crowfire Talk. So I thought I'd come on today. I've wanted to come on for quite a few days, but I've been wiped out with the energies. First of all, I was wiped out with the heat, which I'm not good at, especially when it doesn't stay a constant temperature and it goes up and down. That really affects me. But yeah, the build up of the moon, the solstice. Happy solstice, by the way, today. And what happened with the Schumann resonance? Well, they're trying to say now that maybe it was just a blip in the technology. Yeah, well, personally, I felt it. So whatever it was, I seriously felt it. I've been out of it. I almost like I wasn't on the planet, and I'm very grounded. I don't fly around in the clouds up there. It's not how I work. I'm very much rooted in the earth and the connection to the planet and stuff. So although I connect deeply with the spirit worlds, I don't spend most of my time up there. I mean, even when I started working with the chakras, I was much more interested in the root chakra and the sacral and the solar plexus than I was sort of the higher chakras, as they say. So yeah, really, really strange. So obviously the Schumann resonance is more connected to the earth plane anyway. But I did, a couple of weeks ago, I went and did my first in-person workshop that I've done in years, really, and certainly, you know, way before lockdown and stuff. So I went to work with a gorgeous, wonderful lady, Carol Thornycroft, and she's angelic harmony, holistic therapies. She does tree of life work and stuff, and I'm really connecting back into my Kabbalah work. I've put it on the back burner so many times, like I did with the runes, really, but it keeps coming in very, very strong. So I want to work with the tree, and I'm already starting to look at my runes, my birth runes with the tree, and some sort of deep work that I want to do. So I knew Carol did some work with the Tree of Life, and she was an angelic Reiki teacher. So I knew she was the right person to go and connect with and do some work with. So it was great. And we had a fabulous day. And I just had quite an experience with Archangel Metatron, which I wasn't really truly expecting. It was a bit of a shock because he came in fierce and sort of nearly knocked me off my feet, and it was yeah, it was quite an experience. So yeah, I had a great time. So that was sort of the start of some stuff going on for me, and then all the other stuff with the planetary energies, the moon and all of this. So yeah, I've just been quite out of it, really seems the best word to use. Like I say, I'm normally very grounded and don't float around in the sort of ethers. I mean, even when I meditate, I come back very fast. You know, a lot of people, it takes them a while to get back. I literally, I come out of meditation immediately. And so it was quite an experience. I'm going back in July to do another day with her, which I'm looking forward to. So why did I want to come on today? Well, Happy Solstice was sort of part of it. I wanted to connect with you. I've done some work today with my birth runes. I wanted to connect in with the solar energies. I I've been reading. I bought a book specifically for projectors. So my human design, I'm a mental projector. I hate it, sounds like I'm round the twist. I'm a mental projector, which means I only have three defined centers: my crown, head, my third eye, and my throat. And all the rest of my centers are undefined, which means that I really connect in with other people's energies, the planet's energies, all the planet's energies, the transits, all sorts of, I feel all of them very strongly, which I do. And so anyway, I bought this book on empowered projectors, so I could do a little bit more deep work for myself. And so I've been reading that, so that's been interesting. But I wanted to chat about something, I sort of call it spirit language, soul language. And it's not, I mean, there's probably not even the right phrase for it, but it's just something I've always called it myself. And that is your reference points. Maybe higher self language would be, or just your personal language, maybe. But whatever it's called really doesn't matter. I learned very early on that there's universal truths, say. So and they're real. They can't be changed. They are what they are. But then we have our personal truths, which can be very different to a personal truth of someone else. And you know, we all work very differently. And when I started out, there was a lot of books on certain subjects, like, you know, crystals and colors and chakra work and all these different things. And some of them have a basis of a universal truth, or maybe not even a truth, just an understanding that is what people believe, and it's become a truth to a degree. Maybe it's not actually a universal truth as such. And I'd read some stuff and I couldn't go with it. And my first thing of this was dream diaries, dictionaries that were out there, because they'd say a certain thing. Oh, if you see that in a dream, it means this. If you see this, if you see that, and I thought, well, no, that can't be right, because everyone's personal language, soul language, spirit language, higher self language is so varied and different. And I was meditating, contemplating on this aspect, and I had this image of a child who was probably 2, 3-ish, and they were climbing on a chair to get to something, and the chair fell over. And I think people would think of a chair as support. You know, it's supporting me now, I'm sitting in it, it's nice, it's almost cuddles me, you know, I feel safe and secure. And I was thinking, well, if that was in a dream dictionary, you know, chair means safe, secure, stability, foundation, all of those things. But to that child that fell at 3, if they remember it, or even if they don't remember the actual falling, but that's imprinted within them, because things like that imprint within our systems, cells, all sorts of things. So to them, a chair could be really unstable. It could, it wouldn't be that support, it wouldn't be that foundation. So I realized quite early on that we have to find our own language. And you speak to people and you ask them their favorite color, and I mean, oh my god, everyone has got a variety. I love turquoise, I love purple, I love black, I love pink, I love red, I love green. Everyone. I mean, you might meet quite a lot of people that say, oh, I love purple, or quite a lot of people that say I like pink or whatever, but there's still lots of differences. People love blue. I think my mum's favorite color is blue, and she likes green, but she hates green clothes. She loves the color green, but green clothes, really, no, that's a no-no. So that's really strange. And so I thought, well, if you get a color book, yes, you can read what the color means, like that sort of orange is your sacral chakra, and it's got the sort of energy of creativity and connection, and all that sort of thing. But if you hate the color orange, you're not going to even think of those sorts of things, what it connects with. And so even like working, say, with your sacral chakra, you might have trouble. I mean, sometimes you'll find that you dislike something, and it is for you to do some shadow work on. It's for you to go in there, connect in. If you hate the color orange, is that about your sensuality? Are you not connected into that, into your creativity? So you can look into things, which is great. But orange just might remind you of something in childhood that you didn't like. An orange dress that your mum put you in that you hated for some unknown reason. And so you have that disconnect with orange. So although you've got that, what's out there, that known universal knowledge of what a colour means, what a tree means, what bat means. I mean, bat to me means rebirth. It's a cycle of change and rebirth. But to someone else, it might mean something completely different. And I realised that you've got to find your own key to your spirit language, to your higher self language, so that when you are working spiritually, you can connect in with your own language. So you're not using, I mean, you might use the language that's out there. So you might agree that lion is about leadership and success and that sort of thing, but you might think lion means something completely different. Now, just because it's in most books, or because it's believed by, let's say, 89% of the population, that is not that's not connecting in with yourself. So you need to take everything back to you. I've discussed this so many times before. Take it back to your heart space, drop out of your head, come into your heart space. Does that feel correct to you? If it does, fine. So what I did quite early on is, like, I looked at things. I like the foundation of things. So I like knowing what the numbers mean in numerology. But if I get different things, if I think of one and I'm getting something else, and it's not something that I'm just making up for the fun of it, because you have to find your, like, guiding system, how stuff resonates with you. So it's all about resonation. It's all about, okay, so I think the color orange means this, that resonates with my being. Now that can change, so your language can change as you grow and develop. You know, that's like anything, it just can happen. So for me, I set up you know, very basic things like colors, what they mean to me, how I feel about colors. You know, I love purple. I just love purple. It just brings me joy. I can resonate with it. It's like this rich, sumptuous, oh, it's just lush. I love purple. But I've spoken to loads of people that hate purple with a passion. Like someone who I think someone I connected to in a creative group or something, and they put up that they just hate purple. They don't use purple in any of their artwork, anything they do. They just hate it with a passion. And yeah, they would need to go in and find out why they hate purple, if they wanted to. Obviously, you don't need to ever know what it is, but if you want to know, then it's great to go in and find out. You know, see where that comes from. You know, delve into it, look at it, look at, you know, all aspects of it on a spiritual level. I mean, like flowers, I just like any purple flower. I just love purple flowers. Not so keen on pink flowers, not so keen on red, other than that sort of really dark, almost black red sort of that you can get in roses. But yeah, if I, you know, I'd have a garden that would be full of obviously lots of green, and yellow and purple. And you know, one of my most favorite crystals is ametrine, which is purple and yellow, citrine and amethyst together. So you'll see a theme running through as well. And there's certain things that you'll feel and then you'll read, and it'll come up the same. So like oak tree's just known for strength and courage, and that, you know, it's a strong masculine type of energy, tree energy, and it's sort of known for that. And for me, it's always, you know, if I want to call in strength and that sort of energy, I'll always call in an oak tree. If I was having a hard day, I would connect in with oak trees that I knew, physically walked past, you know, had connected with. Or you can just call in universal oak tree energy. You know, you can connect in with a picture, you know, real, imagined. Yew tree to me has always been about rebirth. It's a tree of death and life, and it's got a spiritual energy of connection. But that's, you know, that's me for what I feel for yew tree. Pine is like a real air type element. I think the smell of pine, that it lifts, it's got this lifting energy. It's like a cleansing, clearing type of energy for me. So you just find your language, you find what goes with you, and then say you get a set of tarot cards. You know, you look at the cards, you know, say they're very highly pictured tarot, and you know, say there's a pine tree there. So if I saw a pine tree there, that would immediately connect me with that lifting energy, that cleansing energy, that clearing energy. If it had an oak tree on, I'd be thinking, oh, you know, strength and courage. If it had a lion on with an oak tree, that would be in my face, strength, courage. If it had the rune Urus, then you've got 3 layers of strength, courage, you know, that sort of energy. So yeah, you just there'll be some things you'll read and you'll really resonate, but you need to feel it somewhere within your body, out of your head, in your body somewhere. Now it may be different. It probably be different for everyone how they feel it. I just know mine's a feeling that I know, or how I work. This is very much how a lot of projectors work. So I sense and feel it, and it just feels wrong, or it just feels right. It's like a knowing, but it's a feeling of knowing. But it's not something you can actually explain in words, unless probably you're a projector, and then you'll get it totally. So yeah, just I've got loads more in the series that I started, but I didn't want to come on and do that today, so I thought I'd just come on and talk about this. I've had quite a few things to discuss and talk about, but I just haven't been able to energetically do a video. I've been like falling asleep, like I get up and then I want to go back to bed. I talk and then I'm ready for a nap. Now I feel like, whoa, I could sit here and just drift off. It's been really, really intense. I haven't really been doing too much. I've done like some creative work. We're redoing our garden, so we've been involved in that. I did go and do that day's workshop with Carol, but haven't really been out and about. I haven't been doing too much, mainly because I can't, but I just haven't. But it feels like a lot is going on. I mean, the end of Mastery has happened, so this was my 2nd year, so that's finished. And I'm taking up my 3rd year of Mastery with maginrose.com, which is something you can do if you've done her Awakening program. So that's starting for this year, 23-24 Awakening program. That's opening, and I help Maggie with that, which is so lovely, going on and seeing all the new people come in on the program. I love it. I just love it. I love seeing everyone grow throughout the year and what they're doing. So some people who were on Awakening last year, they'll be coming maybe into Mastery. So this will be my 3rd year on my runic Mastery. I just love it. It really helps me focus on things. I would have never set up my YouTube channels if I hadn't have gone on Mastery, I don't think. I thought about it for years, but I never got round to doing it. So and I've been doing a lot of reading. I'm trying to put together this journey that I want to do with the Kabbalah, and how I want to work with it, because I want to work very different. I'm not reading up on the Kabbalah and following it in that way. I'm talking the Western sort of magic Kabbalah, not the Jewish religious way. So I'm talking Kabbalah with a Q, really. So yeah, it's more that Western magical route that I want to work with. It's more like the planets and things, because I connect with them very strongly through a lot of my magical practice, and more so now with my birth runes journey. So I'm still on my birth runes journey, which I'm loving. It's been quite a funny ride with that one, because I had my birth runes chart done by Maggie back in 2020, June 2020. And then I started the awakening program with Maggie, and then and the Kabbalah came in very strong at that time, and I had to pull it aside because I just couldn't do everything. That's another thing with projectors. We're not doers. We can't. We take in a lot of information, which we work with, but we're not we don't have a motor center, so we're not doers. Like generators and manifesting generators, they're people that are out in the world doing. We do stuff, but not in that way. So we're sort of more the guides. So we guide the generators and the manifesting generators, because they have the energy center to get out there and do and manifest and create. So it's a very different journey for projectors, which is often why projectors have burnout, because we try and keep up with everyone else. So we should be out there doing like everyone else is doing, but we don't have the centers to do it, so we can't. And if we try, we burn out. So yeah, so I'm processing a lot at the moment of my path, where I want my path to be going, and what I want to. I'm still in a process of releasing some of the old, so some stuff is really going, or it's evolved and changing very differently. My magical practice has changed quite a lot. It's definitely changing. I'm still doing a lot with my sigil work, which I love, and that works really well for me. It really is a fabulous tool for me to work magic. I love sigil work, and I do it in my own way. I've learned all the different ways that are out there, and then I've come up with my own practice that works perfectly for me. And again, that's, it's my language. It's what resonates, what feels great to me. I've adapted, some of the forms out there, and don't think you can't adapt and change things. Nothing is set in stone. And do remember that even if something has been channeled from spirit to someone, it can be adapted and changed for someone else, because we all are unique. I say it so much. We're all unique beings, and we have unique signatures, we have unique patterns and language and everything, and you just got to go with what feels completely correct for you. That's like, don't try and follow others, don't try and follow a teacher. You're not them. They have their own signature and pattern and way, and it's just, we can look at things and we can say, if we're doing something that's out there that is, let's take Reiki. I think that's the easiest one for me to say, really. Reiki. So you go and you learn it. There's a real good foundation. It's taught in a certain way. It is what it is. But then, when you leave, when you've learnt it, near enough everyone is taught the hand positions in, when you learn Reiki. But then when you take it off yourself, your signature starts to meld in with Reiki. Reiki stays Reiki. It's not going to change. It is what it is. It's a universal truth. It is what it is. It can't be changed. It's not possible. It is what it is. But you take it off and you don't do those hand positions. You come up with your different hand positions. You use crystals. You use essences, you use gongs, tuning forks, runes, angels. I mean, okay, there's angelic Reiki, and there's lots of forms of Reiki now, you know, where and the reason there is that is because someone has done Reiki and then they have connected in with their own language, their own stuff. And as you do that, the more you do that, the more your own stuff comes to the fore. So the more your gifts that are inside you can breathe, and they can transform, and they can come out. If you rotely follow another person, your gifts cannot blossom. They can't, because you've almost got like a wall stopping you from using your gifts. Don't try and be someone else ever. You know, take some beautiful stuff from someone, you know, so you admire someone, you look at them, you really respect them. Take their integrity, you know, use integrity in what you do, you know, but don't try and be someone. I mean, I've had, you know, a lot of teachers that oh my goodness, that I've respected so much. Sally Morningstar, oh my God, my mentor for a good few years. Just the most awesome lady. I love her with all my heart. I just have so much gratitude for her. She just helped me so much. You know, but I couldn't be Sally. Even if I tried, I couldn't be Sally. I mean, she's just so unique and gorgeous, and how she is. You know, it just is. Shamanic Willow, my sort of shamanic teacher and witchy friend and lady. I mean, I've learnt stuff with her. Amazing. I couldn't be Willow. I don't want to be Willow. You know, she is unique, amazing. She's out there doing her stuff. But you know, there's loads of things that I admire and respect, and you know, of her. Maggie Rose, Cunningham, you know, well, I don't even know what to say about her, because again, just I have the most amazing love and gratitude and deep, you know, just amazing. Leonie Clark, my Reiki master teacher. I did Sekem with her, did Seishem with her, did Karuna Reiki with her, did Violet Flame, did, oh my goodness, Raku K. I mean, there's a list. I did tons with her, and oh my God, again. But all, you know, I've never tried to be any of them. I've never put them on pedestals. Absolutely love each one of them in their own unique, gorgeous ways. And just total respect for them completely. But I've taken their good parts that I know I can use, their integrity, their connection to their stuff, their standing in their power, their, you know, all those things that make someone a great teacher and a mentor. And you can look at all those amazing qualities, and you want those amazing qualities in yourself. I want integrity. I don't want to be you know, I want to be standing in my power. And I mean, I can't say I stand in my power every day, because sometimes I'm knocked off my feet, but that is my aim, is to be standing in my power, you know, 24 hours a day, while I'm sleeping, you know, whatever I'm doing, and definitely being in integrity. I think you can tell, I mean, for projectors it's fairly easy, because we have like our aura's projecting aura, so it projects into things, into the world around us, so we have quite a good bullshit detector sort of thing. So, you know, I've come up against people who are out there and, you know, doing their stuff, But for me, I've gone, whoa, no, that's not for me. They're not for me. Doesn't mean that they're not in integrity and not standing in their power, but it means that they're not right for me, and I wouldn't be right for them either. So it's a two-way thing. You find, they say when you're ready, the master will come. And I've been lucky because I've had some really amazing teachers. I mean, I've learned some wonderful things from wonderful people that I truly respect. And I probably missed some names out. I mean, the first lady that I did Reiki with was a lady called Carol Easton. She was amazing. I didn't go on, I did 1 and 2 with her. I didn't go on to do masters with her. I found Leonie. But yeah, I've done workshops, did a wonderful workshop with Patrick Gamble, who I love completely. He's an amazing man. If you've not seen his artwork, look at his artwork. He's got an amazing set of cards from his artwork. I've known him for many years, from the Bill Harrison Healing Weekend days. I've done workshop with him, was amazing. I've had readings from him, amazing. So there's loads of people you can look to their amazing points and take them on, but don't take people's stuff. Don't try and be, I don't ever want to be someone else. I want to be me, and I want to find all my gifts, all my treasures, all my stuff, that all these people that I've just spoke about, they have their treasures that I could see and that I could love and respect and look at, but I didn't ever want to be any of them, because that's just so against my soul language. My soul language is that we're unique. We're all blessed with our gifts and our shadow and all of that, and all those people got shadow too. No one is like this perfect guru person, or even though they try and say it, some people do try and be this guru. None of my teachers have ever had that guru thing going on. But if they had have done, I would have never gone there, because that repels me. I find it really distasteful, really. I suppose it's a bit of a strong word, but I do it just I just really, let's see, my body's already going, ugh. That's the feeling. No, I don't like it. But that doesn't mean that they're necessarily wrong, and they might be right for you, but for me it doesn't work. That sort of energy doesn't resonate with me. You don't work with Kali, and everything I've sort of worked with has always been quite blunt, quite to the point, not fluffy, as I would say. Very strong. I mean, the women that I've discussed, they've been very powerful, strong, warrioress, goddess energies. They all embody it. So that's obviously what I'm drawn to. It resonates with my soul language. Someone else, it might repel them. They might, oh no, I can't go there, which is fine, and they will find their people, who they're meant to work with. So God, I've rambled on now. How long have I rambled? Oh God, 40 minutes. I don't know if I've said anything interesting. Hopefully I have. Hopefully I really only just wanted to come on for a quick chat, because I haven't been on for a couple of weeks, and that's how my energy works. So I'm like, 1 minute I might put up 3 videos, next I might disappear for a few weeks and then come back. So that's just how my energy works and how everything works for me. So But yeah, so I hope you're all good. I hope you're all enjoying the solstice blessings, the new moon blessings, because they're still there. I hope you're enjoying that summer energy. Hopefully you're enjoying the heat, which I am not. We've had a lot of rain here, and we had a thunderstorm last night, which seemed like it was going to really just kick off. I was willing Thor to really do his stuff, and unfortunately it sort of started to build and then it dissipated. I was quite disappointed. I love a storm. Storm helps to clear my energies. I use storm energy, whether it's a YouTube storm video, rain video, lightning. I love it. I think one of my first CDs I bought when I sort of started spiritual was a thunderstorm one, and I used that so much to just, it really clears me. I find it really peaceful. It's like you've got this noise, and it's jarring to some, I suppose, but to me it's soothing. I find it so soothing and peaceful. I just love it. I really love storm energy. I think that's, I love Hagalaz, the rune, the storm rune. I love that energy. And wind, that, when it's really windy and you can stand out in the wind and let it just, as they say, blow the cobwebs away. Oh my God, I love that. But I can do that from just a video on YouTube. So if someone's like filmed a storm, I can imagine myself in it, and I can actually feel it clearing my altar. Well, it could clear my altar or my aura, but I can feel it working. It's really quite amazing, because you'd think, a video, like if you're standing in a storm, you can imagine that is going to work and clear you. If you're walking through the forest, you're going to get that forest bathing. But if I can't get out, I can do that by just watching a video. I do virtual walks through forests, all sorts of stuff on YouTube. I don't know what I ever did without YouTube. If I'd have had YouTube as a child, I think I would have never moved from YouTube. I would have done nothing, because it's given me quite a lot of wonderful things. So yeah, learned how to crochet and all sorts of wonderful, weird and wonderful things. But it's certainly helped me spiritually with being able to find like all my solfeggio music and things to help me spiritually. So I found that really quite fascinating. I've learned quite a lot from YouTube. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go. I'm not sure even what I should call this video, because it's just really a chat, isn't it, really? I've just rambled on about bits and bobs. Soul language chat, maybe. I don't know if anyone has sort of done that themselves, worked on what they think. I had a little book actually, and I put in my colours, and I put in numbers and birds and animals and flowers and trees, way before I knew about the Ogham. And that's why you got like the witch's set of runes, and we could all make a witch's set of runes, but we can make them to our soul language. So soul language runes for each of us, they'd all be so different, and how we'd speak about them would be so different. So yeah, I hope you got something from the video. If you're already subscribed to the channel, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about my my sort of little break, but I've needed it. And I shall be back with lots of other videos. If you're new to the channel, welcome so much. It's really nice to have you here. My channel's really small. hopefully it'll grow at some point, but I just think if one person sees the video and there's a word in there, a phrase in there, they get something from it, that's all I do it for. To be out there a bit, but you know, I'm not meant to be doing, I'm a projector, so this is a gentle way of being out in the world, and putting some knowledge out there. Might not be your cup of tea, it might be. If it is, subscribe and like the video, that'd be great. If it's not, it's not. And that is absolutely fine. So I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go make a nice cup of tea. And yeah, I need to do a little ritual for solstice. I'm going to do it a bit later, but I need to prepare what I want to do. And I shall see you all in the next one. So take care, enjoy the rest of the day, and the solstice energies, they'll last for a couple of days probably. So just bathe in that energy, and yeah, take care everyone. Love and blessings. Bye.